Ever wondered what really goes on behind the scenes at those shiny airport terminals? It's not all just overpriced coffee and those weird moving walkways. Nope, airports are filled with secrets, folks. But hey, that's what we're here for. Buckle up, because today we're revealing 15 airport secrets they would never tell you. From sneaky surveillance tactics to the truth about those clean airplanes, we're about to expose it all. Let's go. All right, picture this. You're at the airport, running late, frantically searching for a charging station because your phone's about to die. You spot an empty seat near security. Perfect. Little do you know, you just plopped yourself down in a top-secret surveillance zone. Some of those innocent-looking seats are strategically placed for maximum spying. They've got hidden cameras and microphones, all the better to watch you with, my dear. So next time you're about to have a meltdown because they lost your luggage, maybe find a different spot to vent. Big Brother might be listening. Ever notice how you practically transform into a snail the second you step onto that carpet in the security line? No, it's not just the weight of your carry-on that's slowing you down. It's all part of their strategic plan. Airports use this psychological trick called cognitive friction. The change in flooring from tile to carpet messes with your mind just enough to make you slow down and become more, shall we say, compliant. A slow passenger is a happy passenger, or at least an easier one to screen. We all know airport food and drinks can be a gamble, but did you know that innocent-looking water fountain could be harboring more germs than a gas station bathroom? Studies have shown that airport water fountains are often neglected when it comes to cleaning. We're talking months without a good scrub-a-dub-dub. So, next time you're feeling parched after a long security line, maybe just splurge on that overpriced bottle of water. Your immune system will thank you later. Think you can sneak past airport staff unnoticed? Think again. These folks have eyes everywhere, and they probably know more about you than your own mother. They get a little heads up about certain passengers. We're talking VIPs, frequent flyers, both the good and the we've seen it all kind, and anyone flagged as a potential security risk. So if you've got a history of losing your cool at baggage claim, don't be surprised if you get a few extra glances from the flight attendants. They've got their eyes on you, buddy. Your bag's secret adventure, the explosive detection system. We've all been there, saying a silent prayer as we watch our precious luggage disappear onto that mysterious conveyor belt. But before your bag even gets a chance to mingle with the others, it goes on a little solo adventure. An adventure filled with high-tech scanners and enough X-ray vision to make Superman jealous. This bad boy uses some seriously advanced technology to sniff out any potential threats lurking inside your suitcase. Don't worry, it won't judge you for those questionable souvenirs. It's all about safety, folks. Overbooking, the airline hustle you never saw coming. It's a tactic airlines have been using for years, and it's all about maximizing their profits. Ever get to the gate and find yourself in a battle royale for overhead bin space? It's not just bad luck, it's part of a bigger strategy. Well, part of the reason flights are so packed is because airlines are masters of a little something called overbooking. They sell more tickets than there are seats, banking on no-shows. They know, based on years of data and probably some secret algorithm, that a certain percentage of passengers won't show up. This allows them to fill every seat and maximize revenue. Whatever the reason, airlines use this to their advantage, selling more tickets than there are actual seats on the plane. This often leads to passengers being bumped off flights. It's a risky business, but hey, when you're trying to squeeze every last penny out of those airfares, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? It's all about the bottom line for these companies. Death in the air, the code words they don't want you to know. Let's be honest, nobody wants to think about something bad happening on a flight. But in the unfortunate event that a passenger passes away mid-flight, airlines have a plan. Instead of making a public announcement, they use discrete code words and phrases to communicate with the crew. Things like Jim Wilson or Operation Sunrise might sound innocent enough to us, but to the trained ear, they signal a serious situation. It's all about keeping things calm and avoiding unnecessary panic. Airport ATMs, where your money goes to die. We all know airports are notorious for inflated prices, but did you know that those conveniently located ATMs are some of the biggest culprits? We're talking outrageous fees, terrible exchange rates, and enough fine print to make your head spin. So, here's a little travel tip from yours truly. Withdraw cash before you head to the airport. Your wallet will thank you later. The truth about airplane cleanliness. Hint, it's not pretty. Let's be honest, we've all wondered just how clean those airplanes really are. While airlines do their best to maintain a certain level of cleanliness, those planes are basically giant flying petri dishes. Think about it, hundreds of people from all over the world, crammed into a small space, touching everything. Now imagine that happening multiple times a day with only a quick wipe down between flights. The truth is, most planes only get a deep clean once a month at best. Ignorance is bliss, right? We've all been there. You're stuck at the gate with a rumbling stomach, waiting for your flight to board. And the only option is a sad-looking sandwich that costs more than your first car. It's a universal experience that leaves you feeling both hungry and a little bit cheated. Welcome to the wonderful world of airport markups. Here, everything seems to come with an extra zero on the price tag. Everything from bottled water to magazines is marked up to an almost laughable degree. Even those cheesy I Heart NY t-shirts are priced higher than a giraffe's kneecaps. It's like a bad joke that everyone is in on except you. Why? Because they know they've got you trapped. With nowhere else to go, you're at their mercy. You're a captive audience with limited options, and they know it all too well. And a serious case of the munchies. It's a perfect storm for spending more than you planned. So next time you're tempted to buy that overpriced bag of M&Ms or any other snack for that matter, just remember, you're not just paying for the candy, you're paying for the convenience and the privilege of being stuck in an airport. So maybe pack a snack next time and save yourself the frustration and the extra cost. Ever wonder what happens to all those lost and lonely suitcases that never seem to find their way home? Well, some of them end up on a one-way trip to the airport auction block. That's right, folks. Airports aren't in the business of storing your lost belongings forever. After a certain amount of time, those unclaimed bags are rounded up and sold to the highest bidder. It's a fascinating process where people gather, hoping to find hidden gems. It's like a giant game of lost and found roulette. You never know what you might stumble upon. You never know what treasures, or horrors, might be lurking inside those suitcases. From designer clothes to forgotten gadgets, the possibilities are endless. So, next time you check your bag, just remember, there's a slight chance it might end up being the star of its very own auction. Who knows? Your lost luggage could become someone else's unexpected treasure trove. Ever walked past those luxurious airport lounges and felt a pang of envy for the pampered travelers relaxing inside? Well, here's a secret. You don't need to be a millionaire or a frequent flyer superstar to experience the joy of comfy chairs and free snacks. Many airport lounges offer day passes or allow access through certain credit cards. So, next time you're facing a long layover, skip the crowded gate and treat yourself to a little lounge life. You deserve it. Ever notice how your flight often arrives early, even though it feels like you spent an eternity in the air? Well, congratulations, you've just been bamboozled by the airline industry's master manipulators. Airlines are notorious for padding their flight times, adding extra minutes or even hours to the estimated arrival time. This makes it seem like they're always ahead of schedule, even if they're actually running right on time. So next time you're celebrating an early arrival, just remember, you might not be as punctual as you think. Ever wonder what the pilots are up to while you're stuck in your seat, battling for armrest dominance? Well, on those long-haul flights, they're probably catching some Z's. Don't worry, it's all perfectly legal and safe. Pilots have designated rest periods during flights, where they take turns napping in secret compartments hidden away from the passengers. This ensures that everyone gets a chance to rest and recharge, ready to tackle the next leg of the journey. Sweet dreams. Ever feel like you're the only one at the airport? Well, sometimes you might as well be. Airlines often operate something called ghost flights, which are basically empty planes flying through the sky. Why would they do such a thing, you ask? It all comes down to airport slot allocation. Airlines are required to operate a certain percentage of their scheduled flights, even if there's no one to put on them. So next time you see a plane taking off with seemingly no passengers, just remember, it's not a glitch in the matrix. It's just another day in the wacky world of aviation. So there you have it, folks. The airport's deepest, darkest secrets revealed. Next time you're navigating those crowded terminals and overpriced snack bars, you'll know all the behind-the-scenes shenanigans going on. You'll be able to impress your fellow passengers with your newfound knowledge. Just try not to let the power go to your head. Safe travels, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more eye-opening content.